Good morning, it's Thursday. Woke up to another perfectly calm sunny day. Don't know what's going on here. Pretty nice though. Having some oatmeal again. Maple and brown sugar, my favorite, and more citrus drink. And I'll go back up here and just silence is amazing. Much as this campsite is beautiful and all that, I'm still going to move on. The wind is supposed to pick up today and into tomorrow up to 20 miles an hour on Friday from the south. So I'm at the north end of Insula and I don't feel like fighting the wind all the way south across the lake. So I'm at least going to move to the south end of the lake and maybe even go over to Hudson and go in Burn area or something. I don't know. We'll see. It was foggy, but I'm not an early riser, and what happened was woke up about 6 o'clock, peeked out the tent. Yeah, it was solid fog out here. Couldn't see a thing. Thought, well, I'll wait till the sun comes up a little bit. I'll just close my eyes for another minute. And I woke up at 7:30. The fog was gone. So that's the way it goes. Well, I'm out for a paddle here on Insula. I'm gonna go over to the pinch there on the west hand side of the lake. Gonna head through that on to the south end of the lake and decide what to do from there. Just do some exploring today, look at campsites, kind of mess around a little bit. The gap is right over this way. The wind is blowing from this way. I should be doing pretty good. Tough to see through there. There's a lot of rocks in there you can't see. Nice looking campsite there on that point right straight ahead of the canoe. A few trees survived the burn area. This is that other north, I guess west part of Insula. Pretty nice big lake. And look way off in the distance is the other shore. From where I'm at, it's a mile and a half over there. This is the shortcut across the center of Insula, around that big glob in the middle. Kind of a traffic jam going on. People everywhere. The guy Solo I talked to for a little while back there, and right after the pinch, he was coming through here too. So gotta find my way. I see there's a lot of submerged rocks, kind of unofficial portage here.
Oh, we are.
The unofficial portage across the shortcut. Obviously not maintained, but not bad either. Through some grass and swamp and stuff. Kind of what happens when you follow the lowlands. Hard to maintain these things though this way. That's why probably not an official portage. For an official portage, they'd probably take you up top of that hill and all the way around and back down the hill to there. It's a wet one. Yeah, that solo I stop and talk to, oh, there we go. Not walk and talk at the same time. Anyway, that solo guy I talked to there was Eric Paulson, representative for the state of Minnesota down in the Twin Cities area. Great guy, nice to talk to him. So, very small world. He was getting a few days away from the rat race and comes up here on a solo trip. Insula is like 5 or 6 lakes all put together. Just different, sort of different geography, different, different areas affected by wind differently. Has some lots of islands and bays, peninsulas. Really is just a cool place to go spend a whole trip just meandering around here. Pretty neat. This little channel's tough to find. It's back here, but it's really difficult to see. At least according to the map, it's back here. Oh boy, maybe it's not. Okay. Yeah, truly is not. I'm gonna stop to check out a campsite here just for the heck of it. Kind of the one across from where I went, the first campsite I stayed in. It's just the other side of this big long peninsula I'm on. Kind of the same structure, although this one is quite a bit nicer. Wish I would have found it, but it's okay. The other one was nice enough too. Go do a quick little check. Got a sandy beach and a nice rocky point. And it's completely burned behind it, but it does have a couple of living trees. Not too bad. Get your workout going up and down to the lake. Wow, that is an impressive fire grate there. Holy cow. Somebody was here and had some free time on their hands. Pretty cool. Oh, way nicer than the site I had. At least it's got some rock. Don't know about tent pads. Yeah, it might be a little iffy finding a tent pad back there, but you never know. One lone little cedar there, a couple spruce, some birches forming, and then there's a nice cedar there. And a jack pine tangle here. I don't know what happened. Well, here's the campsite on Hudson Lake. That's the one midway up the north-south channel. Really nice little site, actually. It's out on a peninsula, really long peninsula. It's getting windy out there from the south. But I came up this far, spent some time, hung some things out to dry there with a makeshift clothesline, trying to get some stuff in the sun. There's actually a lot of shade here in the afternoon. Pretty nice. Tent all set up, got everything in it. Still need to filter some water. I eat some food. I have some pears, I think they are, that I dehydrated. I think I have those rehydrating now, and looking forward to eating those. I kind of like the fruit like that. Somebody has left a really clean site. It's wonderful bench work. Enormous pile of firewood, all nice dry dead cedar for the most part. Probably went out and got it from the burn area. Very clean fire pit, just really nice shape. Yeah, the fire burned over there, kind of ended right there in the valley. It stopped right in that little island out from the campsite, but it's all burned back over here all the way down a ways. But kind of a big site, big open spot here with up this rocky hill. The type of rock here is different. Other places here you get a big view of the thing. Pretty neat. Take a little walk down the path, check out this site. Further continues down here past some nice boulders. And watch your step down this trail. Oh, back up a sec. There's another tent pad down there. I'm not sure if it's the only way to get to it from here or not, but go just a little further here, show you a couple of things. This hill, you gotta climb this hill. Get a workout if you gotta go to the latrine, because it's ways beyond this hill even. Well, there's a big area up here. I assume people put tents in it, and this weird mushroom-shaped rock. Yeah, the landing for this thing, you gotta be careful. This rock is very porous, leaving a lot of like this gravelly talus stuff all over. But if you didn't care about your canoe and just wanted to let it grind up against the rocks here while you loaded and unloaded, it would be nice, I guess. Or I guess if you're tandem and have someone to hold it away from the rocks, then it would be just a fine landing. But solo, that's a little tougher since I care about my canoe. Here's all this talus stuff, and that's what I have the tent sitting on. But there is another landing area down here, which is a little better because right beyond these bushes there's some grassy stuff, and you can kind of get the canoe stuck in the grassy stuff enough. There's about 6 inches of ledge there you can stand on to unload. That's how I first got in here, but then to check it out, but then I found the easy way. Back here. Oh, I went the wrong way actually. It's back this way. Through here, kind of on the other side of the very point of the peninsula, is a much better landing spot. Tiny bit of sand, pretty shallow water though. It's right on top of the rock, but the rock is pretty good. There's enough gravel on it out here you can get out quite a ways out and bring it in without grinding the boat too bad. Narrower and narrower from here, the lake does, until it turns into a flowage and then it's on to Fire Lake. Just sitting down here on the other side, the west side of this peninsula, getting out of the wind a little bit. It's a little brutal up there. In fact, I put a sweatshirt on, a fleece jacket on, and it's up there. Came down here to sit in the sun, sit amongst these nice little cedars, just look at the water. Sun is going to set over there. Just a little spot down here. You could squeeze a tent in there if you had to. Just listening to the wind blow. I got the other camera doing a time-lapse movie. Having a fire tonight. Look at the sunset, isn't that just cool? Glowing against the trees over here. Had myself a good meal. Chicken fried rice. Sun is getting lower all the time. It's cooling off very quickly. Frost advisory tonight now. Until 8 a.m. Low to mid 30s tonight is what they're saying in some areas. Interesting things happened today. The portage to, well, I guess it was from across the middle of Insula. There's a shortcut, and right before that, through the pinch, through that narrows, I ran into a solo canoeist who was right behind me as I went through the crack, and later caught up with him. We met then again at the shortcut, and we talked for a while. And he was Eric Paulson, the state representative from Eden Prairie. Heck of a nice guy. Talked a little bit. I didn't know, but his cousin works for Ted Bell, works with him or whatever, but he goes by Bear Paulson. I forgot what his real first name was, but goes by Bear. So that was kind of interesting. He was a heck of a nice guy, like I said, and he was headed back out today. He only gets a few days away once in a while, and nice to see that he gets suspended up here. A little later, at the portage from Hudson to Insula, there's a big crowd came through, 4 canoes. Most of the younger people got talking to him for a second, and the older one, I think his first name is actually William, but he goes by Hunter, because a heck of a nice guy. Talked a little bit. He went on a 114-day solo once. I mean, he did come out a few times, he said, but it was 114 days total. And then there was another couple that was with him, with that group of 8, and those 2 were getting married tomorrow on Alice. So the young couple was gonna go there and be married. One of the guys was ordained to, administer the ceremony, and they had a dress with and a suit and the whole works. They were all set to go. I asked about the parents. I said, well, aren't the parents a little unhappy? And the guy said his parents are thrilled. They think that's wonderful. Her parents have been informed. That was funny. So, quite an interesting day.